Like if you found the video valuable. Liam pressed the elevator button for the 5th floor, holding a box labeled Old Letters 2009. He had come back to the city not for nostalgia, but necessity. His aunt's apartment, empty since her passing, was being sold. It was a task of clearing things out, nothing more. The apartment smelled faintly of lavender and old paper. Dust hung in the sunlight streaming through half-open blinds. He dropped the box by the coffee table and took a breath. 10 years had passed, and yet the rooms whispered memories with every creak of the floorboards. While sorting through the box, a smaller envelope slipped out. A faded pink corner peeked from the side, wedged between old utility bills. It was unsealed. His name was on it, Liam, in delicate, slanted handwriting he knew too well. Anna. His heart paused. 15 years ago, they had been inseparable. She, the poet with chipped nail polish and a Polaroid always in hand. He, the quiet observer with too many unspoken thoughts. They had dreamed together, of traveling, of living by the sea, of love that never faded. But it had. The last time he saw her, it was raining. She wore his hoodie. She didn't cry. She just said, maybe someday. His hands trembled as he unfolded the letter. It was half finished. Dear Liam, I never mailed this. Maybe I never will. But writing helps me say what I couldn't that night. You always saw through me, even when I wished you wouldn't. That day, I knew I was walking away from something real. I told you I needed space, but what I really meant was, I was scared. Scared of staying and failing. Scared of being enough for someone who saw me as more than I saw myself. Remember the day at the train station? You held my hand like the world would collapse if you let go. I pretended not to feel that same panic. But I did. I lied. Not about loving you, about leaving. I had a reason. That's where it stopped. No signature. No final paragraph. He blinked. She lied about why she left? The weight of the years collapsed into that moment. He had moved on, or thought he had. There were other relationships, work promotions, family weddings, but in quiet moments, he still wondered about her. Where she went, if she ever thought about him. He pulled out his phone. Searched her name. Anna Corwin. Nothing recent. Then he remembered, the bookstore. She once dreamed of opening a little secondhand bookstore, where people could trade paperbacks for poetry. He searched Corwin Books, Brooklyn. A result popped up. Corwin and Pages. Curated words for quiet souls. The website was modest, but there was a photo. Her, older, wiser, still with that familiar spark in her eyes. She looked happy. His thumb hovered over the contact form. A week later, he stepped into Corwin and Pages. The bell above the door chimed like a memory being opened. She stood at the counter, placing bookmarks into a new shipment of novels. She looked up, froze. Liam? He nodded, the letter in his pocket weighing heavier than stone. Hey, Anna. The silence that followed wasn't awkward, it was reverent. Like both were afraid to breathe and ruin it. I wasn't sure if you'd come, she said. I found your letter. Her expression shifted, not to embarrassment, but relief. I always wondered if you'd find it. I left it with your aunt before she moved, in case you ever came back. You lied about why you left. She nodded slowly. I had been diagnosed with a tumor. Benign, eventually. But at the time, the fear consumed me. I thought pushing you away would make it easier. You didn't think I'd want to stay? I thought you deserved someone brave. And I didn't feel like her. He walked closer, their past weaving between the bookshelves like invisible thread. I waited for you, you know, he said. For years. Every time my phone rang, I thought maybe. I waited too, she whispered. And then I wrote the letter. Just in case. They stood there, years collapsing into a heartbeat. Do you still like rainy days? He asked. She smiled. Only if someone holds my hand. He reached out. This time, he didn't let go.